TV down. We're live.
Okay, that's mine. Got this freaking smoke alarm going off because of his battery.
Uh,
I see AJ on shit. Send him another one.
yeah.
AJ got his shit just appear visible on there, but this shit
Uh,
shows you online, nigga. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Madden. Oh, Texas and Broncos playing.
all right, I just posted to the page. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back. We are back. It's your favorite podcast, Madden podcast on your favorite connected franchise, Madden Junkies. We are tuned in live right now. Trying to make sure we do these every Wednesday about start at 8:15 and give y'all the happenings in the league so far. Tonight I got with me Riggs. Say what's up to the people.
What's up to the peoples?
Asshole. T, what's up? What's up with your T?
What's up? What's up, man? Junk is.
And we are live. It's good to be back with y'all. First 2 weeks into the season. Yeah, hey man, first and foremost, appreciate y'all getting your games knocked out. Everybody got games played. I don't think, was there any forces first 2 weeks? Well, besides the Raiders, but I think everybody pretty much played their games, and we appreciate that, man. We appreciate y'all reaching out, getting your games together, broadcasting them, talking your trash, writing your articles up. You know, we be reading so everybody can talk shit. But week one, you can see we had everybody played, man, except for the Jaguars because they didn't deserve to play.
Hardy, hard.
No real upsets in week one. Going through them now. We got to see the Giants play, but Tennessee, it's a good matchup. A lot of players saying the Giants are a good team. It'll be exciting to see what they do this year. But Tennessee came out on top in that game, 30-24, and close game in Denver, Arizona. Some could say that could be a Super Bowl matchup this year. 10-15, Arizona pulled off that victory. Coming into us live right now, we got my man Dino. Say what's up to the people.
What's up? What's up?
No doubt, no doubt, man. Just going through the first 2 weeks of the season, see if there was any major upsets. It looks like teams are back to being strong again. Dallas does what they do best against Philly, and that's win. Jaguars finally got to play. 75-27. Anything else need to be said? T man, what happened, bro?
Well, I don't never normally make no excuses, but this time I got to. First 2 weeks, my opponents, they got gifts. And they got gifts because I didn't want to give up no forced wins. I wanted to play myself, but I shouldn't have. My internet was trash. I
Got you,
was in the
got you.
mountains, lagged real bad. So it is what it is. But I get to see them both again while I'm at home.
No doubt, no doubt. We know you'll bounce back from that big loss. Nobody's expecting your team to stay that way. Um, Giants got their first win in the division, 48-17 against Washington. KC beating Denver, slight upset there. Is Kansas City actually going to be back to play this year? Are the Broncos? What are the Broncos missing? It'll be interesting to see their next game, and they are
Mm,
actually playing live right now against the Texans. If you want to check that game out,
I think the
follow them on
Broncos
this.
played stronger with their back against the wall, but we'll see.
Very much could be. Week three. Any big games? Lions and Vikings should be a pretty good game. Um, Texans Broncos. Hopefully y'all tune into that one. Who else we got? Eagles and Falcons. Two teams that played each other last year thinking they were going to get into the playoffs. Neither team got in. So what will the revenge game be? Eagles beat down the Falcons in that first one. Going to be interesting to see what happens in this next one. Dino, man, we see your team looking 100% out there. What you thinking of your team in the first 2 weeks?
Oh man, it's exactly what you called it, man. It's the first 2 weeks, man. But as everything, just want to get off to a strong start. I got some guys out there. They need to prove themselves. They really need to prove themselves this year, and because if anybody know me, they know my players on a short leash. So they'll prove themselves this year. We'll see. I got Lucas. He's coming into his own. He's got a couple of speed boost, a couple of acceleration boost. I mean, he got boost all over the place. And then, Taylor, last game we played, who did we
The
play?
Ravens.
No, no, we didn't play the Ravens last game. We played the Bengals.
Oh,
We
Bengals,
played the
Bengals,
Bengals, and
Bengals.
Taylor, he actually got hurt um, towards the end of the first half, so I just set him for the rest of the game. I'm not taking any chances this year. If you want to hurt Taylor, you better get him early because I mean he was probably on his way to. I'm not for sure where he's ranking after the first 2 weeks in rushing, but he's still coming on strong. So we'll see where we at.
No doubt, no doubt. Riggs, man, you didn't get really to play your. Saw you made some big trades with the Jags, sending away some top tier linemen. How are you managing to keep your team together and as strong as they are, moving those big pieces like you did?
Man, I had I had to move the players, man. It was like I wasn't gonna resign them, and I actually had like some nice key pieces I picked up during the draft or backups from the previous seasons, and I was like, they're actually decent enough to start now. They know the system now, so fit them in. O-line coach gave me the go, and I
No
pulled the
doubt,
trigger.
no doubt. Definitely something we know the Jaguars are known to do is be able to move pieces and keep it moving. What do you think the outlook is for everybody else as they come into their own this season? Do you feel like uh, your quarterback could be on another tear for MVP, and will we see Najee Harris this whole season?
Hey, that is the question. Will Najee be healthy this season? I'm hoping he will. That's the only reason why I didn't trade Leonard Fournette yet. So, guys, Leonard Fournette may be on the block. Bortles is definitely on the block. So, if anybody needs a quarterback, come holler at the
Former a
Jags.
former MVP, former MVP quarterback.
Yeah, one season out,
There you go.
one season removed. He was a former MVP.
Yep, yep.
I guess it'll be 2 seasons now. Oh well.
Yeah. First two games blowouts, but understandable blowouts because of bad internet. What do you think? Feel like your team is able? What have you learned from your team in those two losses?
I think he's in. I think he may be playing the game. So
Nah, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question, please? I'm
Even
sorry.
we you gave us you had two bad internet connection, but you wanted to play your two games, and he took some bad losses.
Yes.
But what have you even in those losses? What have you learned from your team? What do you learn about your team?
Well, I see that my O line has gotten better uh, from the previous seasons. Uh, got a lot of young players out there. Uh, they will get time to get on the field. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting season, man. I got probably the hardest schedule I've had in the 4 seasons. So we gonna see what happens.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, like we all said, man, we all know it's early, but It's now that time of the year, time of the season where re-signings start happening. Where we see guys get re-signed and getting contracts. Some major ones so far. The Lions re-signed Zachary Tomic, one of the better tight ends in the league. 4 years, 28 million. Can't be mad at that. Keep a very potent weapon for that Lions offense out there. Do we see the Broncos re-sign Terrell Black, 7 years, 55.7 million? And you talk about a deal for a receiver. That is a deal for a receiver. But if you don't know, Black is definitely one of the better receivers in the game. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he keeps and holds on to Black for for those next years, or if he tries to move him, because it's definitely movable money. Jaguars re-signed two guys: Malcolm LaFleur, 6 years, 97 million. Darian Darian Rivers, 7 years, 68.9 million. Briggs, you felt those were cornerstones that you need to keep.
Definitely, definitely needed them boys. Malcolm LaFleur had the only touchdown for us for the Super Bowl, and with Rivers roaming the middle as a free safety, he makes a lot of plays for us and keeps the basically keeps the defense in position in the right place. So we needed them guys to stay around.
No doubt, no doubt. Cowboys re-signed left tackle Ben Ryan, 7 years, 62.7 million. Got to keep your old line, man. Simple as that. Simple as that. This week, man, we've been a minute before we've been in this segment. We're gonna bring this segment back. It's time for a little bit of hot trash. My nomination is the Broncos. Starting out, I know they've only lost by a total of a few points, but you have a playoff caliber team. You knocked off one of the stronger teams twice last year. Where's your team at, and what is your team doing? So in these first 2 weeks, my hot trash goes to the Broncos. Y'all got any other hot trash? Well, besides the Colts, but Colts are perpetual hot trash
I
guys.
was gonna say the
They
Colts. They spent
can't.
all that money.
There's
Everybody
just
want
I
Lamar
don't know.
Jackson, but can't get rid of him because that
Yeah,
cap penalty's too high.
yeah. You gave a quarterback $252 million, and you're not winning with him. What are you doing? What was the purpose? Let that man free. Just cut him. Let that man go catch his contract somewhere else.
Gave me problems. But you know why? Hold up. You know why the coach deserve hot trash?
Why?
They they gave him number 10, gave him arm sleeves, and now he looks like Robert Griffin running around.
Oh, yep. You get hot trash for that, just off of the uniform combination. That is definitely hot trash.
Hey, Broncos about to cut you up. They up 7-3 right now.
Well, he hopefully he wins and his team comes back. But I mean, you lost your first game, and then you lost your second game to the Chiefs, who was perpetual hot trash all last year. So that hot trash got wiped off the Chiefs and
Oh,
put on them.
didn't the Chiefs lose week one?
I believe
They lost
so.
week one, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't they played twice? Wasn't the first game they was winning in the connection
I
cut,
think so.
and he
Yep,
came
yep,
back and lost the second time?
yep.
All right, can I got something I really got something to say real quick.
Go ahead.
I
Nope.
got to make an apology. I got to stop and make an apology to the league, because earlier when I advanced, I was in a rush and I had to leave out the house because I had to go look at some real estate. But anyway, to make a long story short, I didn't get to put the correct draft class in there. So if you already used your points this week, I apologize. Those points are wasted. I just said it right. So going forward, this is the correct draft class. So I apologize for that. I had to leave out the house, and I just now got back on Madden on this podcast. So go ahead, Scott.
Uh,
I just wanted to make that public announcement. So
well, there you
my
go. Hopefully
apologies.
y'all tuned in and heard that. And if you didn't, hopefully you didn't scout just yet. But if you did, sorry, it happens.
It's just one week. It's just your first week, so
Yeah. But
everything
speaking of that,
account.
speaking of just getting in, we do have our fifth commissioner in the building with us. AJ, say what's up to the people.
What's good? What's good?
I'm gonna go
How
ask you
y'all
the same.
feeling?
Oh, we good, man. I'm asking you the same question I've been asking the fellas on here, man. The first 2 weeks in, You had 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks, but what have you feel like you've learned from your team in these first 2 weeks?
Uh, that there's still always room for improvement, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Got
And
you.
yeah, got some young guys that just try to get them where they need to be.
No doubt, no doubt. Definitely two quality wins. You beat the Cowboys week 1. Falcons, always a tough division opponent. Week 2. How do you feel about the rest of the season going forward?
Just look to stay consistent and just continue getting better.
No doubt, no doubt. Switching hats real quick. We've been trying to. I nominated. Well, not nominated. Gave. We all can give one. Hot trash to the Broncos for the first 2 weeks. You got anybody that think deserves hot trash?
Mm, no, it ain't been too bad so far as what I've seen personally.
Got you, got you,
So I guess I could say that's a good thing.
got you. So you just finished playing the 49ers, right?
Yep.
How'd that game go?
Oh, ended up losing by 4 points.
Oh
Made
wow.
some critical mistakes that ended up costing us points.
Mm,
But man, they kind of screwed me on a couple plays, but that wasn't really make or break. I still had time to do what I do, and it didn't work in my favor. So just looking to bounce back.
gotcha. I mean, we see Lauletta had a pretty decent game, 262 for 1 touch. Looks like your running game may be something that you're trying to work on this year. Is there any talks of trading for another running back, or maybe giving these other backs some more carries, or you think you're gonna go more air it out this year?
Probably more about the same from previous seasons. More of a passing offense. And actually trying to get rid of Kamara to kind of get away from that running attack, but
Mm.
he's still here, so
While he's around, still gonna use him. Understandable. Understandable. Well, tough loss. Any loss is always tough, but especially when it's 4 points like that. But
Oh man, that was a bad play.
yeah, the highlight is on the Facebook page if you guys want to see it.
and my man's was quick.
Yeah,
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's one game. So.
yeah, but that one game could also be. Well, I guess you guys don't know nothing about that in the AFC. One game can cost you being a number 1 seed or a number 6 seed.
Mm, I don't know what kind of jab that was, but I'm a duck.
This like the first time the NFC been talking about powerhouses and shit. AFC always been like the niggas that been over here with stacked schedules. We just happen to have two conferences now that are below subpar instead of one.
Well, we all know your division is the most subpar. Nah, I'm just kidding. Everybody knows that AFC least, but I will say the Patriots have looked good. I'll give them up and up for this week for myself. First 2 games, Patriots put up quite a few points, and they have definitely looked to improve on what they did last year, getting wins and not take dumb losses because they keep trying to throw the ball 1,000,001 times. Anybody else got an up and up or a hot trash? If you had a hot trash you wanted to give out,
Up and up. I'm gonna put the Chargers on the up and up.
okay.
He's off to a way better start than he was last year. I think right now he's two and I think he played already, so
Hmm.
he's 2-1.
Okay.
And I think he had a game against the Broncos that he won,
Yeah.
and that replay against the Chiefs he won. And I'm not for
Okay.
sure which game he lost.
Had to have probably been this last game
But
then that he lost. I would assume. I don't know. I don't know. T, you got anyone for either, or we think we covered them all?
Right now, I put myself as the hot trash right now.
Well,
due
T,
to those
you
two
Thank you.
big losses.
Thank you.
T. I mean, this is a safe space. We like to be honest with each other here. T, you and the Colts have a home on the hot trash. He man definitely got you a nice little home on the hot trash boulevard, and you know that.
Okay.
T, and
I'm
I think you
I'm gonna
playing
take
on
that
that.
as some motivation.
That's right. You know
I'm
I
gonna
want to see
say
you do better.
you playing in the mountains because you ended last year on a you know what I mean on a good strong note like you was gonna come into this season right, but you was in the mountains, man. You was on that. You was on like that. I won't even say
Man,
Wi-Fi. What you call it? You was
that
on that.
Ooh, man, that
That was
Wi-Fi,
Fifi.
woo,
He was
shit.
on that. He was on that foo foo.
He's on
That
that
foo foo.
dial-up.
Yeah,
He's on that
yeah,
dial-up.
yeah. He was.
That's what it. Hey, that's what it felt like. Like during the middle of the game, like
Yeah.
the 1 minute the player be real fast, and then 1 minute everybody moving all slow and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? But
Yeah.
it really affected me throwing the ball, which everybody know I like to do.
Yeah.
I'm like having to double tap and all that shit, man. And
Yeah.
it was wild. I'm glad to be back home though.
You got a double tap. It never ends well, man.
Yeah.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
yeah, and
We've
I'm
all
glad to
been
be
there.
back home, bro.
That's what's up. Like so, we expect to
I'm,
see you. We expect to see you make some strides and do some things. Yeah. So we want to see you get it done. Want to see you get it done. AJ, you got anybody up and up or hot trash?
Looking at it now, might have to get hot trash to Philly because they've been
Ooh,
talking mad shit, and he's
ooh.
already on two.
Yeah, he's shown up, and I believe, if I'm not
What
mistaken,
the
it's two,
division game?
two, two, yeah, two division games. And you know who one of them was? You know one of them was, when Dad comes in town to spend time with you, sometimes you gotta catch a beat down. And that's all. That's all it was.
Them
He got the
division
Falcons
games.
this
Oh no,
week,
he lost. He
so
lost. He lost to
Right.
Houston. He lost to Houston. And he lost to Dallas. And now he got the Falcons, who are coming off a loss. They hate losing to the Saints. So he's definitely trying to come back and get a win. Plus all that trash that was talked last year in that game. Before that game, we'll see.
Woo!
We'll see. We'll see what happened this time, because there was a lot of talk from the Falcons, and them Eagles clipped them wings. So that should be a good game, man. We look forward to that one. It'll probably be I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe a night game.
Oh, I got another hot trash.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Vikings. They got humbled last season, and it looks like they still being humbled.
Oh wait. So
And the Bears on the up and up.
Nah, the Bears are on the up and up. I can't take that from 'em. Bears on the up and up.
I don't. Let's see what they do week 3. They got they they got Mr. Apples himself. The Panthers.
But to his defense, we can't say other teams are on the up and then on the other hand say we gotta wait to see what somebody
Because
do
I
week
feel
three.
like the teams
I
that we
feel like
said
I feel
were.
like
You done?
Who said that?
You done?
Who was that?
That was Riggs. That was Riggs. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that the teams that we put up for the up and up before the Bears, I feel like they beat quality opponents. T was playing on a bad connection, and it's the
True.
Vikings.
True.
It is the
Facts.
Vikings. So I'm not saying they're not on the up and up, but I just like to see what they do week 3. A game that, and let's be, if he's on the up and up, it's a game he should win. So he started off 3-0. Hey, that look
I
good.
think they playing now. I think they trying to play now.
They might
But you
be.
can't win them all either.
Yeah, you can't. But if you're gonna call somebody up and up, I think it's somebody that's winning.
within a season you can win them all.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Ooh.
Damn.
I think that was at that team in Jacksonville. Was that the shot at? That's where that shot went to. undefeated season, but
I don't know. It could have
not
been
a.
at me. I
Let
didn't
me
have some
let me
seasons like that too.
let me not talk no trash. I play the
Shit,
Jags
that could
next,
be at a
so
lot of motherfuckers. Cause I didn't have seasons like maybe not now, but I didn't have seasons like that in the past. So it could have been a jab at anybody. But I recall, I think AJ didn't have seasons like that too.
yeah. But
Rex had a
we talking
perfect
about this
season,
man.
won the bowl.
Yeah,
The Ravens earlier, he had a perfect season, won the bowl.
It can happen, but it's rare.
That man, I had a perfect season, lost the bowl. So
well, you had 4 great seasons and lost 4 bowls. So what are we talking about here?
Oh, shots.
Was it a shot or was it just the truth?
You, sir, did not win them all.
That's
But I ain't either, though, so.
Go ahead, Dino. I know you want to say something. I know you want to say something.
oh no, my I had a phone call I had to take. I was
Okay.
kind of listening, but I
Uh,
mean it's all good, man. We just like I said, we just trying to get better, man. We try to take each season and get better, man. That's all.
no doubt, no doubt.
We started off season one hot trash,
Yeah, you did. You
but
did.
we getting there.
You definitely moved out of the hot trash neighborhood. So we'll see what are your expectations for the rest of the season after seeing what your team did the first 2 weeks. You, you ain't got no expectations.
All right, quick side note. Current score right before half: Texans 10, Broncos 7, with 44 seconds left. Broncos
Mm,
were driving down the field, midfield.
mm.
Oh, and he just threw a pick, and I think
Well,
that might be a pick.
there's a pick
Oh, nope, it's
six.
not a pick six.
But
Nope,
how
he
was?
got
But,
caught. Andre Howe got caught by the fucking quarterback.
mm, well,
That's
No, that
mine
was
for
a
you.
lineman. That was a lineman that caught him. Oh,
That's
Andre Howe
mine
must be
for
getting a
you.
little old.
well, does not sound good for the Broncos. Hopefully they don't continue this hot trash slide, but it not looking good right now. But with that, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We ain't gonna hold you long tonight, man. It's only 2 weeks into the season. Week 4, man. You know we'll do
Wait,
our quarter. Uh oh, breaking news. What just happened?
I got my draft recap, man.
Oh, oh. Well, right on. The
Unless
Rick's
y'all
got the
want to
draft
wait.
rookie. Nah, we do it now. We did have our draft just this past 2 days ago? Sunday? Yeah, 2 days ago. Ooh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
Sunday.
we moving
it's
through the
Sunday.
season, guys. Two pushes in 2 days. Good. Keep at it, fellas. Keep at it,
Oop,
fellas.
my
Uh oh,
bad.
something just happened. You watching the
My
game?
bad.
What game you watching?
I'm actually playing.
Told you he was
Oh.
playing.
All right. Well, Rick's got our draft recap
Yeah,
for us, man.
that's the only time get that excited.
True. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
All right,
I
I'm
got
trying. Yes, sir. I'm gonna try and run through this draft analysis real fast.
All right.
All right. Did the Steelers draft a QB of their future? 23-year-old superstar.
Ooh. Hold on. The Steelers? What's that? I gotta go see this, brother.
Yeah. I think he's 6'7", but I don't know if you're gonna start him
Because he still has Russell,
or
don't
you
he?
let Russell Wilson play out his contract.
Right. Ooh,
That's a good choice to have, man.
6'7", 92 throw power, pretty accurate, decent mobility. Wow. Mm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see what he does. Like you said, I mean, Russ is
Oh,
still
yeah.
able.
Yeah.
That's I mean that's not
Smart
a bad
man.
idea though. Let that man get that PT, and I mean if something happens, you still have Russ. So that's a great pickup. Great draft pickup
Yeah.
by the Steelers.
Yeah. All right. Falcons signed Aaron Rodgers back. We know that. But drafted James Hanos, a star quarterback. Will he play this season or he'll sit under the tutelage of Rodgers?
Said.
Oh, he's sitting? Is he sitting him?
Yeah,
He's
he
not
Yes.
sat in
playing.
the first couple games.
Wow.
Because he ain't played against me, and I don't know why.
Wow. Wow. The guy looks like he's ready to play right now. He's an 82 overall,
Yeah, he's ready.
22, 22 years old, and you're starting a 38-year-old Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what, and you're throwing to, you have still one of the best receivers in the league in Julio. So it's not like he doesn't have a safety blanket he can throw one up to. That's
Yeah,
he
that's
actually
true,
he
man.
actually drafted two rookie quarterbacks, Dylan and Anid, quick, 6'5", quick.
Dang, so you got two quarterbacks of the futures.
Yeah,
All right, that ain't that bad.
and ain't
All
start,
right, Nick.
but isn't starting either one of them. But okay,
Well,
Just
I'll
you
be.
running their
know,
careers away.
We'll
he,
see.
he,
We'll see.
I, well, I guess the Falcons are kind of like Bill Parcells. He hates rookies
Yeah, it must
for
be.
his offense.
But
I'm
why not?
assuming.
Your offense has been stale for the last two seasons. You've been relying on nothing but defense to win you games. And against lesser opponents, that's fine. But if you can't put up no points, i.e., look at him and the Saints. The Saints get enough points, he can't come back. So why not start a rookie? You have two to choose from. I mean, obviously the one is to go is Hanos, but you have two to choose from. Why not play them? So I don't know, man. I guess we got to see what the rest of his season look like because he gonna have to do something.
True.
The
Gonna have to do
world may
something,
never know.
man.
All right, speaking with one of the most dominant drafts that we have so far, Chiefs drafted a lockdown corner, but will it be enough to make a push for the playoff this season?
Uh, that boy bad. That's all I know. That boy bad.
Yeah,
Aram Robertson, 5'11", 98 acceleration, 96 speed. His man coverage is 88 already. Zone is 71, 70 catching. So if he catch one and get loose, it's over. It's over.
true.
So it's gonna be
Seahawks.
in the Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks got the other one or got another one.
And yeah, Seahawks drafted another lockdown corner as well, and a running back, and he gave us the bag for his O line during the offseason. Is this enough to make a push to be dominant contender in this division again?
Whew, he,
Will he
I,
play his game?
that's boom. That's part of it. He's got he's got a nice secondary going on here. He's got Shaquille Griffin, Brian Murphy, who he got last year's draft, who is now a 95 overall corner, and then the rookie he took this year, Demetrius Monroe, 98 acceleration, 96 speed, man coverage 82, zone is 72. His catching's only 66, but you can work on that. So he's got
Yeah.
possibly an opportunity to, especially with re-signing the O line. He's got an O line that's played together, and then we'll see if
He
Jared
dropped a
Betty.
bag on that. What was that left tackle?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, Isaiah Wynn. Yep. Yeah, he definitely caught a
And
bag, but I mean, when you look at his stats, that's why you do it.
this might be one of the better secondaries on paper.
For the Seahawks,
Yeah,
yeah, because even their safeties, they still have Earl Thomas, who's a hitter. I mean, let's be honest, Earl Thomas will knock your block off, and then he's got a Tedrick Thompson.
Update, score update.
Go ahead.
The NFC North. We have the Chicago Bears losing to the Panthers 17-20, fourth quarter.
Ooh,
And we have the Detroit Lions whipping, no, wait, whipping on the Minnesota Vikings 31-3, fourth quarter.
so the hot
Okay,
trash prevailed.
yeah, but up and up, man. The Lions definitely got to get looked at.
yeah, Dion coming for y'all.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He put something together out there. So we'll see what he does. I wonder is who do you know AJ who the Seahawks have starting at quarterback? Is it Brewer or Carr?
It should be Core.
Mm.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
he
it's
don't
Core.
do he don't do the young bloods.
I wish you would start Brewer, man. 6'7" quarterback, 92 throw power. It's only 23. Let's see what his
Tired of seeing young talent just ride up,
quick development. So
and then dudes were the wonder why they can't get their team right.
right,
Got
right,
gems just sitting there.
right. So
Newsflash.
if y'all need a quarterback, go get Keegan Brewer from the Seahawks. He ain't using them. Go ahead, T.
Quick
What you got?
up, quick update. Red zone alert for the Chicago Bears. Second and goal on the 6, down by 3, 3:47 left in the game.
Oh, okay. I will say
That's
I
a
did
cool.
watch the Bears Vikings game, and he's got Tariq Cohen doing some things,
He do.
doing some
I seen
things.
it too.
The wiggles in Tariq Cohen are nice. I will say
He
that.
made that guy fall in slow motion.
Bro, you know the one I'm talking about? When he hit them with the
Yep.
Yes,
wiggle, when
I
he hit
because
him
know.
with the two step.
I was watching the Vikings. I was watching the Vikings twitch, and he was like, "What? I never seen him fall in slow motion."
Bruh, that was wild right there. That was wild right there.
Oh
But
man.
so if he, like I said, man, if he can pull off this win against the Panthers, I'm all for giving him up and up.
Look
He
like it's
doing his
about to be
thing.
tied up. Fourth and
Okay,
goal. Look, he gonna kick the field goal. He gonna
smart,
tie it
smart.
up.
Take the points. Definitely the smart thing to do there.
Okay, probably the best quarterback out the draft went to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ooh,
He was the highest rated quarterback out of the draft
okay.
as an 85 overall star, 21 years old, 6'2",
Ooh,
231,
Tyler
with
Good.
96 throw
Ooh,
power.
got a little movement in him too. Got a little movement in him too. Not slow.
Oh, sorry for him.
Mm.
Ooh, hey,
He be
but
trying, man. He be trying, man. I'd say he be trying. He still got a good running back in Mixon. Receiving core.
it's gonna be one downfall for that quarterback. I already see it. I won't
What's
say it
that?
out loud, but
Okay.
I do too.
it's yeah,
Oh no.
he'll,
Panthers with a huge
yeah.
play. Sorry guys, I just tuned into that game as well. He
Oh
can't
yeah.
stop his run, man. But okay. But yeah, you don't have to tell us what his downfall is. I will say as a team, I believe his downfall is he really don't have no receivers to throw to. I mean, he's got one Laviscus Chenault Jr. 6'1", 92 acceleration, 89 speed. I just don't know if he doesn't have enough movers on that team, man. And so I
Hey
don't know
man,
if his
sometimes it's a
thing is to
scheme.
yeah it whatever his scheme fits, yeah, that's what he's got to do.
Because
But
not even lie, we seen him go down to the wire with a couple of top players
yeah,
when
this
he's
is very
able
true.
to and available to play his games.
Yeah, he does. He definitely, like I said, man, he'll definitely give you a fight and give you a good game. So it'll be interesting
Yeah,
to see. It'll be definitely interesting to watch what the Bengals do with that young quarterback they got there, and see if he can't be in the contention for maybe a rookie of the year or or better. So we'll see.
yeah. Yeah. Also dealing with running backs as far as the Seahawks, the Jets, Falcons, and the Ravens draft young running backs. Will that help them reboost their ground game, or is it gonna still be subpar?
Um, looking at Mike
Because the
Keith,
Jets,
Ravens, subpar.
but I'm well looking at Mike Keith with the Falcons. Looks like he's probably gonna use that as a 1-2 punch. Mike Keith is 6'1", 210. Ito Smith is definitely your speed. Mike Keith is probably definitely be your strength guy, possibly. Um,
Um,
it'd be interesting to
Look
see
at
what
that
they
truck.
the truck for the Falcons.
Yeah, he only got 60 trucking, so I don't really see that happening
But
no
I'm
time
saying I
soon, at
maybe
least.
that's somebody he can grow into. These quick development. If he's using him at any, maybe he can
Game
catch
alert.
some stuff.
Game alert.
Go ahead.
Carolina just took the lead on the field goal. A minute 58 left.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good
That's enough
finish. Gonna be
time.
a good finish.
That's enough time.
Enough time to screw yourself over too. But you said the Jets
Yeah.
got
Is
a
it
running
enough?
back.
Is it enough time? Let's see
Yeah.
what that go do. What that go do?
Dixon Freeney,
Fumble.
5'11", 203. Uh,
Where
Star out of Wisconsin.
where's Dak at?
you said what?
He on the field.
Uh,
Where he at?
he
I
on the
mean,
20.
where he at? For
On the
Chicago?
25. Yeah,
25. On the
Chicago.
25.
For Chicago,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit, they doomed. They doomed. They fucking doomed.
No, Dak.
If
Hey,
Dak is at your
Dak
I
got
cook,
don't
him.
know.
Dak
if
got him
Dak,
Big pass
percolating.
play.
He got him percolating.
Big pass play to the 44
mm,
yard line.
But the Jet,
he
but the
always look
hold
good.
on, we'll get
We'll
back to
see.
that. We'll get
Watch.
back to that. We're gonna continue to go through Riggs, the uh, the draft, that Riggs recapping for us. But the Jets, we'll see what they do. They have a couple. Well, Chase Hayden being hurt, I guess it's good he did a running back.
Yeah.
And
Because
you said
technically, that
who's?
rookie running back for the Jets, that's his highest rated running back right now. He's an 80 overall.
Yeah, yep. And who was the other team?
The Ravens.
Well, I don't know. We're not sure about that coach there with the Ravens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Jamin McCullum. If he don't find a home there, maybe somebody can find him a home. He's very slight though.
Yeah.
He's a slight running back.
Yeah,
5'11",
he's not
195,
very
and he's not very
fast.
fast. Yeah, to be 5'11", 195. Oh, Dak with a big run
Yeah. Big run.
and got out of
I'm
bounds.
confident. Trust me. He's gonna trust
All
me.
right, Skip Jr.
Yeah,
Skip,
but for
Skip,
that Ravens, he
or
drafted him in the
Shannon.
fifth round, so it's not a bad pickup.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true. So, but
and he's one of the highest rated.
that's also
You
when
need
his
about 13
front
more
office took
yards
over.
for a combo
Offsides.
field goal.
Offsides.
With there were a few
Or false
burners at
start.
receiver at the draft. Juan Kell for the
That's a
Ravens,
false start.
Tank McBain for the Packers, and Frank Newson for the Raiders. And the
Packers.
Jags had a surprise late pick with a star receiver.
Don't nobody care about that. Tank me
Well,
Bane.
he was the only star.
We'll see what the Packers do with Tank. I'm sure if Tank don't like it, he can get out some way somehow. T, what you want for Tank?
I mean, you gonna quit throwing a shade at my team, man.
What you want? What you
Every
want for
week,
Tank?
man.
What you want for
And I
Tank?
try to give them to you right after the preseason. You ain't want them.
I said, let me think about it, and I
Oh,
thought
big
about it.
catch. Big catch to the 6 yard line.
Uh oh, Dak percolating. Curry Murphy, rookie star. Ooh, star too. Mm. Jaguars just
50,
the
51
rich just
seconds.
keep getting richer for the Jaguars. Not a very big
Yeah,
jumper,
yeah,
but
yeah.
when you got some burning speed on your side, do you really need to
Hey,
jump?
the dude is shifty. He's a slot receiver, man.
Oh, through the
I'm
pick,
surprised.
through the pick,
Oh, oh,
Yep.
through the pick,
Wow.
Accident.
through
I
the
told
pick.
you. I told
Oh,
wow.
you to
Shay
just
Shaw.
wait for it.
And
I
he
told
had Tariq
Wow.
Cohen wide open.
I told
Mm,
you to just
mm.
wait for it.
You were right.
Just
You were
wait
right. And
for
what
it.
did I also tell y'all? To hold off on giving him what? Up and up.
That bag.
I told you hold off on giving him up and up. Because clearly he was not ready for that.
All right. The two surprising tight ends from the draft went to Minnesota and Tampa Bay, and Philly drafted two tight ends to fit his play style.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I keep telling my child not to use that play style, but he don't want to listen to me.
Man, you guys are ruthless.
Yes,
Ruthless.
he is.
Oh,
So
Joseph
the
McCoy.
Bucks drafted a tight end
But didn't they
with
sign?
88 speed, and they still have OJ Howard.
Mm. Well,
Mm.
and
Let me
it'll be
let me
interesting
let
because
me hit
maybe
his line.
yeah, he might, I'm not gonna talk
Let
to
me
him.
hit
Say,
his line.
hold
Let me
on,
go on hit
he
his
ain't the
line.
only, he ain't gonna be
See
the
what
only
he think.
person hitting lines.
Let's see what he thinking over there in Tampa.
He ain't thinking about sending you nothing. That's what I do know. He ain't gonna send you nothing. Tanner Grub can come on via Dallas Cowboy. But yeah, that's interesting pickups. But at the same time, maybe OJ's coming up on a contract year. Maybe there's a reason
OJ's
why
in
he
his
didn't
fifth
want to.
year. OJ's in his fifth year.
That don't mean he ain't coming up on a contract year.
So
Some
did
of
you
these
sign
guys
him for
don't.
2 years?
Well, let's be real. Some of these
He has
GMs.
4 years remaining on this contract.
Okay. Well then, maybe he.
Well, you never know, man. Shit,
Yeah.
maybe he like running two tight end sets
I
and
haven't
wanting some
seen him
more
do
speed
that.
out
I
there.
haven't seen him do that, but it could be a possibility something he adds
Mm.
to his arsenal
I
this
think
year.
everybody would run a two tight end set if they had you know a
Yeah, and
second tight end
you
easily.
would think guys that have quick developing quarterbacks when their other quarterback is a 38-year-old non-factor would start that
Come
quarterback.
on, man. Come
So
on, man. I ain't
what
got
Uh,
my
else you
machine with me right now.
what else you
I
want
ain't got the
um,
machine
what
on
else
right
you
now,
want to
bro.
say though? I mean, let's just be honest about it. I mean, ain't no reason to
all right,
lie.
another score update. Houston's up 13-7 with in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes and
Are
45
we
seconds
still
left to
live?
go.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we invite the losing team on the podcast?
The losing team,
Why we want to talk to a
not the winning.
non-factor?
No,
Get the
because
yeah.
Yeah.
To what?
because
Tell us
you
why he
we
lost.
did yeah.
You just want to rub it in that he lost to Nate. That's what you want to
Oh, that's why. Okay, you right. You right. You was right, Scott. That's why I wanted to give the Chargers up and up because he beat the Titans today. That's I couldn't remember. He beat the
Okay. Oh
Titans today.
wow. And the Titans low key threw a little shade at him earlier on the page too.
A little bit,
No,
just a little.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
well,
And
what
we
was
Well,
got
what
don't
was
be
the team?
giving
Did we
no.
get
Don't be out there giving no bulletin board material. Hey, did
both
anybody
losers from
give
this current
the
game?
Lions the up and up?
yeah, I did. He
Oh,
just
okay.
beat he just beat the brakes off the Vikings 38-3.
That wasn't hard, but
Yeah. But hey,
All
that's
right.
a quality win. That was the division.
hey,
Oh,
congratulations, Nate.
Big win,
Hello,
big win.
Carolina Panthers.
Mr. Apples himself. Mr. Apples himself. How's it feel to give out that apple today?
What's good?
Oh,
What's
here
good? What
come the
happened?
loser. Hot trash
What's up? What's
loser.
up?
Mr. Apples, how did no hold on loser, you don't get to talk yet. Mr. Apples. How does it feel?
Yes, sir.
How's it feel? Oh yeah. But what did you just what was the first words out your mouth? The greatest regular season Cowboy team you've ever seen. The greatest.
this is
You
about to
made
be
sure to
a
put the greatest
long
on that.
interview.
Have you sniffed the postseason? Oh, okay. Okay. But did you do anything when you got there? Did you do anything when you got there? But speaking speaking of, fair enough. It's cool. That's good. But what did you do today? You took a L from. Excuse me, as I go back to Mr. Apples. How does it feel to give out this apple today?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this, man. It was tough. I mean, his offensive line just beat up my D line, beat up my whole defense. Actually, the play was, I think, I don't know if he picked the wrong play or he just didn't see my corner in the corner waiting on the throw. But he been killing me all game with number 81. I think it's Miller all game. And I couldn't stop him for nothing. I mean, double team, I don't care. He was catching pop ups. and the stuff was frustrating as hell. So I just like I was just I just try to stay calm and play my game and try to stay focused as much as possible. Even though there was a lot of bullshit going on, they didn't want to give me no picks, nothing.
Well, you
So I
got
was
the
like,
pick that
okay,
mattered
that's
the most. You got the pick that mattered the most.
exactly.
So
I got
tell
the
it
one
in
that,
that
that counted.
last play, loser. I mean Bears. How what did Dak? What was Dak thinking? Because we had somebody on the podcast say Dak was gonna lose you this game anyway. We ain't gonna point bad throw or bad coaching. Bad coaching or bad throwing. So it was a good
I
read.
told you.
It was a good read, but a bad throw, or was it a bad read? Well,
Get rid of
see,
that.
well, see,
Get rid of him. Check.
one of our analysts said you had a wide open Tariq Cohen. So was it a bad read then?
I mean, but if Dak was rolling out, he probably couldn't make that throw anyway. Get rid
Man,
of
tell you
Dak.
the truth, I think the analyst that said that will probably lead the league in interceptions again. So I don't know if you want to listen to that one.
Dang.
Ooh, shots
Woo.
fired.
Man,
Ooh,
what's going on tonight?
Yeah.
a lot of shade.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
sometimes, hey, Scott, what you said? Sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes it
Sometimes.
do. Sometimes it do. Cause, but I mean, Dak did throw 4 picks, 307 yards, 4 picks. Definitely outplayed by Jacob Eason, 182 for 2 touchdowns, only 1 pick, so he did not help lose his team this game. We have been talking about Tariq Cohen. Said you definitely like, man, that move you had on the Vikings today with Cohen, nasty. But it looks like he got bottled up against this defense, man. What was going on out there? Mm. Ooh. So are you saying your team isn't functional to have the backup come in and play well? So is that something you look forward to try to change as we move forward in this season? Mm.
You need a receiver? Holla at me. I got somebody for
Jazz
you.
got one for you. We do
Email
business.
received.
mm.
I got fast. I got a
Yeah.
burner. I got a
All right,
burner.
we'll
Look
let
at
y'all do
y'all.
that. We'll let y'all talk offline. We'll let y'all talk offline. We're gonna go back over to Mr. Apples itself. Man, Curtis Samuel was somebody who was trying to move a lot during the off season. I mean, it looked like he came up huge for you in this game. Is that something you're still trying to do, or do you feel like he's a good target for your young quarterback?
Well, I mean, he's always the man when he's healthy. We've been having issues with his health for the last 3 seasons that I've been the head coach of this organization. But
Okay,
it's just one of those things where, like, when he's on, he's on. You know,
gotcha,
he had a couple of
gotcha,
drops. He had a couple. Matter of fact, he had about 3 or 4 drops earlier. We kind of got frustrated, and Kevin White came up with some big catches for us. And it's
gotcha,
just one of those
gotcha.
things. It's like when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. And Egg McCaffrey, I mean Christian McCaffrey came up with some decent runs. He's suspect as well. He's another player. When he's on and he's hot. But when he's not, he's not. So it's just one of those things where we gotta still trying to figure out what's going on with this team. We got some young players on defense. Our corners played pretty tough. They was able to man up and shut down some of the receivers, not all of them, but
Yeah,
we just took our chances. We didn't blitz a lot. We kind of play coverage a lot to just try to keep ourselves from getting beat too bad. So
gotcha, gotcha. And then we know the season
Coach,
didn't.
Mr. Apples.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
go for it.
You was talking about a young draft. Yeah, young position. How is that linebacker playing for you? Is he making any progress on the field?
He's on a starting lineup. It depends on what defense we come out. He plays in the 4 and he plays in the 3 a lot. He comes out in the 2 or any nickel package that we got. But he is stepping up. He's learning the scheme. He's aggressive. He hits hard. He made some key plays in this game, but it's a learning process. He's a rookie, so we'll see what happens from this point on.
No doubt, no doubt. Now we know the season didn't start off the best for you. You're sitting at 1-2 right now.
Yeah, that Tampa Bay game was really some bullshit. I should have won that game, but hey, you
Yeah,
know, he
you
got
win
me.
some,
He
you
has a
lose some.
decent
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
He has a decent quarterback. He made some plays. Like I said, I'm starting to see that our weakness is our run defense.
Gotcha.
We're good at pass rush, but our run defense is pretty shady. And
Okay.
if our linebackers don't step up and field, we're gonna get punished the whole game. So
Gotcha, gotcha. So with that being
yeah,
said, what do you look for the rest of this season for your team? It's still an early season. You're still, everybody's still in the running to do something.
and just
What do
get
you feel
better,
like you
get
can
better.
do?
I want to see if we can put a string of wins together from this point on. Find out what we do best on offense, what we do best. Our strong point is our defense. Our defense has kept us in a lot of games. It kept us in this game particularly. It could have
Hmm.
got ugly. It could have got away from us. We're still struggling at offensive line. I mean, we can't really run and be as productive as we want to in the run game. I mean, our starting center's a 66. Okay, so we're just trying to make the best,
Yeah.
make do with what we got, and our left tackle is a suspect. It depends on if he's on his rag or not, if he's gonna block. So it's what it is, man. I mean, we're still working,
So
trying to get better
do you feel like
every
you're gonna
game.
try to get better at those positions through maybe some trades before the trade deadline, or do you think you're
Well, I
just gonna
thought about that, but
try to push
I
through?
thought about that. I thought about the, but like I said, we have a lot of old players that we got some new players, but we got some old players that need to really uh just get out of the way and let these young kids play. So we're trying to get younger and get better at the same time, which is a very difficult thing to do. But that's what we're working on. So hey.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, good luck to you the rest of the season. Same to you, Bears. Hopefully, you guys, make the turn and see the playoffs this year, man. We always love to see competition and competitiveness from our guys. So let's see what you do the rest of the season, man. Definitely still early.
So was somebody talking shit about this game or saying I was gonna take a L or what happened?
No, I said, well, okay. Here's how it started. We were
We
talking
just
about our
saw
up.
saw the game, man.
We were talking about our up and ups, and everybody was trying to give the Bears up and up for being 2-0. And I said, hold on giving him up and up. He hasn't played anybody yet.
Right.
He played the Packers on a bad connection from the Packers, so that was an easy win. When you're playing somebody with a bad connection, he beat the Vikings. I feel like the Vikings are who we thought they were, so I didn't really look
Mhm.
at his up. I said, let's see what happens week 3. And everybody was like,
Mhm.
nah, he got 2 wins. He doing it. I said, let's wait till week 3 when he played the Panthers. And sure enough, I was right. And then T was giving us updates. So we kind of just been updating while we were on the podcast. And then Dak came on the field and Dino let us know that Dak wasn't gonna get it done, and he sure enough didn't. So so I mean that's how all that came out. So long story short, Nate, I had you winning, brother. I had you
I
winning.
appreciate
Actually,
that, man.
I had you
actually,
winning too
Clint,
because I know Dak's not gonna get it done.
Well, he showed enough. Hey, man, he had a big game though. He had a big game, man. I can't knock him. It just like I'm not gonna say it was a bad throw. I think my corner just happened to be in the right place at the right time. I'm just
Gotcha,
gonna say that,
gotcha.
and he was in the right place because that, like
Right.
I said, Dak been hurting us on his feet the
Yeah.
whole game. He scrambled. He was
Yeah,
getting out of the pocket.
we definitely saw him matriculate the ball down the field with
Yeah.
some big passes. So it seems like it was more like you said, your defense just bend but don't break, and they made the plays when you
Well,
needed them to.
let's put it like this. Um, at the half, it was 14-17.
Mm,
I 10 unanswered points by me in the third quarter,
yeah.
and he had and the fourth quarter was 6-3, me, the
Mm,
Panthers. So 16-3 in the second half, Panthers.
yeah, yeah,
So we homed in on defense. So
no
the
doubt, no
defense
doubt.
picked with halftime adjustments, which is always the best thing, and we was
Yeah,
able to come out with the victory.
yeah. So what do you? So one more question for both of you. Where do you see yourself in the division this year? You feel like you're gonna win it? Do you feel like you could maybe find yourself in a
I,
wild
I,
card?
I'm, I don't think our team is prepared to win the division. I mean, you're looking at the Super Bowl champ there. I mean, you got to have respect for that guy.
No doubt, no doubt.
The dude won Super Bowl. So for me to say, oh, I'm gonna win a division, that's disrespectful. Will
Mm.
I compete? Yes, I'm going to compete. Will I give him an apple? I don't know. Am I gonna try to give him an apple? Definitely. And then I have to look at the Panthers. The Panthers, I mean the Falcons. The Falcons hurt us bad last
I
season,
think I'm gonna tell you this right now.
and
If he don't start one of those rookie quarterbacks, you gonna beat the Panthers when y'all play this year twice.
you
I'm
mean
I'm
the
putting it
Falcons?
out there. Yeah, oh yeah, the Falcons. You gonna beat the Falcons twice. If he don't make a change of quarterback, you will beat him.
Okay.
I'm guaranteeing that. Anybody want to put a bet up on it? Let's do it. But if Aaron Rodgers is starting for that man, he's not gonna win.
Aaron Rodgers hurts us a lot.
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you.
I don't
I'm
know
letting you
why, but
know he's not gonna win. Just
I
believe,
like that.
believe that my belief in you should be enough for you to believe that if you play, if you
I'll give
play,
you that.
if he has Aaron Rodgers starting, you will be okay. Now, if he starts on them other quarterbacks, I can't guarantee that. But if it's Aaron
Right.
Rodgers and you have a solid defense, and I feel like your defense will get better, he's gonna have you're gonna win. You'll be fine. So you might be
Okay.
able to compete a little faster than you thought.
I'm looking forward to that. I appreciate that.
No doubt, no doubt. Bears, you feel like this is your division this year? I mean, you beat you put it on the division champs. Oh yeah, you do have them Lions looking tough, man. Nah, they 3 and
They
0.
tied with you.
Are
They
2
tied
and
with
1?
you.
I thought they
He
were 3
he
and
he
0.
just he just he just beat the shit out of the Vikings.
Yeah, I believe he's 3 and 0 right now.
Now they both 2-1.
Oh, he's 2 and
Bears
1.
and
Okay,
Lions
okay.
tied. They both 2-1.
But he's looking tough putting up points like that, man. Mhm. No doubt. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Anime. Yeah. 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 That's tough. Yeah. I mean, it definitely seems like you have a team. I'm not saying like when I said don't put them in the up and up, it wasn't that I wasn't saying this isn't a good team to be on the lookout for. I just felt like you needed to play somebody that's gonna play you tough all the way through. The Vikings get down, they can't come back. That man can't throw, and that's just facts. He's not a good passer of the football. If you shut down his run game, you be alright. So I mean, like you said, some days you off, and like Nate said a big thing though, man. He made the halftime adjustments. Got to make the adjustments when you're in a game like that. So Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm
For
I'm
sure.
looking at my next schedule. I get a chance to go to Tampa Bay and redeem that win, and then
Okay.
I got the Saints, and then I get those Browns.
Mm.
Um, and they got to come see us,
Uh-oh.
and we're gonna see what happens there.
You got
I
anything you
like
want to
that.
say about that game? Or you just saying that's you just happen to glance at the schedule and see it.
I was just looking at their schedule, and I want that game. That's
Oh,
all.
okay.
We can't
Well,
wait. Oh,
it's not
yeah,
a star. He
got
ain't put a star. He put an
it's
apple
got an
by it.
apple.
It's got an apple.
It's an
That's right.
apple
There's
right
an
there.
apple by it. Browns. You
Yeah.
got anything to say about that Browns?
He probably sleep. He
he did.
probably
He
sleep.
did. He done fell asleep. He done fell asleep. But we know we gonna look forward to that game, man. We appreciate it. We run not long, but extended an
Ooh,
extended podcast today.
ooh. Oh,
What
you
are we
almost
who
had
what
me.
about?
Washington's up 27-20 against Tampa Bay, and he
Yeah, I was
just
peeping in that
missed
game
like a
too.
game time and touchdown.
Oh wow.
Couldn't fit in that cover. Couldn't fit in that small hole.
Mm-mm-mm. Yes, sir.
Well,
But nah,
gentlemen, I
we
appreciate you. I
yeah. Go ahead,
appreciate
go
you
ahead,
guys
man.
having me on. It's my bedtime, and
No doubt, no doubt. We
it's time for me
appreciate
to
you
go to
coming
sleep.
on, man.
All right, I
And
appreciate
appreciate
y'all.
both
Thank
y'all
y'all.
coming out.
See y'all
Yep,
later. All
yep.
right.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Yeah.
All right, folks. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here too. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Extended version. It's a little live update. Hey man, those are the things we do, man. If we can catch y'all live like this, sometimes we love to do it. Love to get y'all in here to do that, man. But we're gonna hit y'all with these final words. AJ.
Um, yeah, man, just keep playing games and a timely manner. We've been moving pretty quick this season. Like, just keep that same energy moving forward.
No doubt, no doubt. Riggs.
Season's going fast, guys. Make every game count. Make every play count,
Yes, sir.
and keep streaming, baby.
Man. Make it fun for us when we can watch the games. T.
Continue to play your games, and you see people playing their games, get on there and check them out. Right now, we got the Colts playing the Jets.
Yep, yep. Dino, if you there.
He sleep. He sleep.
Oh man. All right, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna just piggyback on what everybody said, man. Keep playing your games. We appreciate y'all getting them in and doing your thing and getting these knocked out, man. I mean, shoot, 2 pushes in 2 days. Can we make it 3 and 3? We'll see. Uh, like T said, man, if you see somebody put the stream up, give them a follow, man. We ain't getting paid off it, but maybe people be like, man, why how you got 30, 31 followers for what? And then people start tuning in and watching, man. That's the only way you can grow following. So everybody get a chance to tune into the games, watch them, support each other. I mean, it's some scouting for some of y'all. It's a chance to scout some of these guys. But with that being said, y'all know what I do best. How about them Cowboys?